So, my plans to win as a busy author mum. It's hard to always have that creativity turned on. Let's see how we can announce our project, and then let's get on to how we can actually win Nano, because boy is it a tough month. And then step 3 is to plan your time. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rhiannon Edwards, a young adult paranormal and fantasy author. Check out my young adult paranormal fantasy books below. The first 3 books in the Bloodline Alliance series are out now, and they're about shifters, magic and romance. But for now, we're going to be talking Nano, and we're in Preptober. So if you saw last week's video, you will have seen that I was feeling a bit low, I was having a bit of a mental struggle, shall we say. I am feeling much better, and I got so much love and support for last week's video, so thank you so much. So I thought, as I am feeling a bit better, I'm feeling a bit brighter, I wanted to talk about Nano and talk about the projects that we're going to be writing during Nano. So we are going to go through how to announce our projects and what my project is, and then also how the heck are we meant to write 50,000 words in a month. So let's dive in. So I have talked a little bit about my project, but it is a completely new project separate to the Bloodline Alliance series, because last November I needed something different. I needed a break from everything, and that's what Nano provided for me. And I wrote the first book in a young adult fantasy series, and with the romance trope being a forbidden romance. And so book 1 is about this young girl. She's the heir to the throne, and part of their culture is when they get to a certain age, they find a personal guard. That personal guard is made up of 4 warriors who are chosen after they have been through a series of trials to find the best of the best. And anyone can join the guard trials, but obviously only the best will win and succeed, and it's all about finding her personal guard. You need to choose what your plan's going to be, and then you need to stick with it, because a month to write 50,000 words is a hard challenge. And so if you are flitting between projects, you're probably not going to get it finished. So I say choose your project and stick with it. So I am sticking with my Queen's Guard. Very much a working title, by the way. I don't have the actual title right now, but that's what we are calling it. So it's the Queen's Guard book 2 at the moment. And let's see how we can announce our project, and then let's get on to how we can actually win Nano, because boy is it a tough month. Let's go to a screen share now. So I'm on the NaNoWriMo website, and if you haven't got a profile, you can join up. It is free to do so, just have to create your own profile. As you can see from my profile, this was last year's project, the Queen's Guard, book 1 in the Queen's Guard. But now I'm going to announce my new project. You can see that, so at the top of your page you'll have how many words you've written in total. I am really bad at going back and adding in my word count, but obviously because those books are now fully finished down below, but you can see how many words you've written overall. So I've written 121,000, not too shabby, I don't think. Just going to quickly add my picture because I don't have one. And now it's time to announce our project. So the name of my project is The Queen's Guard. So I'm quite simply going to write The Queen's Guard book 2. And then you have all sorts of things like what's your project status, how much privacy do you want, because you can set that to be private and no one will see, what type of project, and then associate with a NaNoWriMo event. So I am going to click that it's for NaNoWriMo 2021. What that will do is that will just input all the details for you on the next slide. So let me show you that. So over here, it will tell you all your goals. So your goal name is for NaNoWriMo 2021, sorry. It will tell you what your type of goal is. So for writing, so if you're going to be a rebel, that's fine. But the actual goal, the actual writing goal is a writing goal. Your word count is 50,000, and it also gives you your start date and end date because it's for the month of Nano. So that's already done for you because you've linked it to a specific event. So then on the next page, you can put in your genres. This is young adult fantasy. And then also add a project summary. So I did do that. This is the first time I've written a bit of a project summary. So bear with me for a second while I do that. I quite like my summary. I'm quite happy with it. It's just a few little words. So with her chosen personal guard, Rayleigh is sent on a mission to secure allies in a neighbouring kingdom. The threat of the Freelanders grows stronger as Rayleigh's confidence and belief grows weaker. Is she strong enough to overcome the biggest betrayal of her life and do what duty asks of her for the sake of her kingdom? Or will she fall, dragging those she loves most behind her? And it's a forbidden romance. I don't have an excerpt. I did add my project's Pinterest down here, and I'll also link it down below for you because I think it's just a good way to gather loads of images, and that just an extra level of inspiration for you. I'm a very visual person, so I quite like that. So that's how we announce our project. So just in case you're not familiar with the Nano website, let me just show you. So here's my Queen's Guard book 2. And then I can go on to look at my badges. So these are just things like where you get badges for writing for a day, 3 days, 4 days, 7 days in a row. You also get badges for planning and prepping and where you write and all sorts of good things like that. I'm actually going to show you what I use most during Nano, which is the stats page. So this is really good. It tells you how many words you've got, how many words you've got left, your daily streak. And then it also gives you a graph, which is another good thing if you're a visual person like me. And it shows you where you are on your graph. And then also if you scroll down a little bit, it will tell you on average how many words you write a day and when you'll finish by if you carry on is sort of in the trajectory that you're going. It's all very exciting information, and it's just cool to see your work in statistics. So this is a really good website for you. I probably should make more use of it outside of Nano, but I have only used it so far for Nano. So there you have it. There is how we can announce our project, and I have announced my project. So come and find me, add me if you want to. I'm more than happy to join groups and support each other through Nano. So we have announced our project. So let's talk about how we intend to keep this project going throughout the month of November. It's a hard month. 1,600 words a day is a lot of words. Now, sometimes when I write, even just writing 500 words is a difficult time. And sometimes I could write 2,000-3,000 words in a day. It entirely depends on how I'm feeling. When you are a creative, so authors are creatives, it's hard to always have that creativity turned on. So it's not always easy to call upon, and our best writing tends to come from those times of inspiration and motivation, and that's not a Monday to Friday 9 till 5 situation. That could be random times. In fact, some of my best writing times have been late at night when I can't sleep and I've come in to write. I mean, the grammar is awful, but the actual story and the ideas is flowing, I think, because my brain has taken a step back, so my creativity has taken a step forward. So let's summarise what we need to do to win NaNoWriMo. Okay, the first step is to choose your project. Once you've done that, announce your project. Use the NaNoWriMo website. It's really good for tracking your progress. It's also really good for connecting with other people, and I'll talk a bit more about that next week. So announce your project online, because when you announce it, you're making it official. And then step 3 is to plan your time. So have a look at November. What things have you already got in place that might affect you writing for so many days? If you've got work, map out when you're working, what your shifts are. If you've got children or childcare, map all that out. You may find that you can't write every day, and so you need to account for that. Once you've done that, you can then work out roughly how many words you need to write and when, if that's something that works for you. And then where are we? Step 4 is to plan your novel. You don't have to plan it as in-depth as I might do it, but have an idea in your head. At least make some notes in a notebook. I have a specific nano notebook this year. This is my nano notebook. And just jot down a few ideas, if nothing else, that you have an idea of your character and your main arc. And then if you're like me and you want to prep out a little bit more, prep all that stuff first. And then step 5 is just to have fun, okay? The only thing that will happen if you don't meet 50,000 words is you don't meet 50,000 words. There's no other consequences. This is just for you and for you alone. And that helps me a lot. Knowing I've only got a month to write, that really helps push me to writing more. But obviously if I don't make 50,000 words, it's only affecting me, which is the best kind of pressure I can be under. Because if I'm letting other people down, or something has far-reaching consequences, instead of working well under pressure, my brain shuts down. So you have to work out how you work best. Have to figure out how you work best to understand what sort of pressures you need. It could be that you know you're not going to get 50,000 words, so set a goal for 25 or 20 or 10. But setting a goal will really help push you to get towards that goal. You're then focused on that goal. I am just going to put my laptop on charge because it's told me it's dying. So that's it from me today, guys. I will see you in my next video where I'm going to talk about the rewards and the community of Nano and how we can really support each other through Nano, and some resources to help you with that as well. Can't wait. I hope you are all busy planning. Let me know in the comments below what you're planning and what you are planning to announce, and I will see you in my next video.